Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to you, our honored guests, for joining us our very first Get to Know Your Nissan evening. I am Ruby Lena, General Manager of Avenue Nissan. So without further ado, I would like to introduce you to Christine Mitchell, the car lady. Christine.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you hiding in the back, don't be afraid to come on up, sit near the front. The front row is awfully lonely. When you buy a car, what's the last thing you get? Bye-bye, good luck, and you never hear from them again. That's not the way they do business here at Avenue Nissan. Our commitment is to stay close to our customer. Before we go any further, and in a few moments, I'm going to be taking all of you out to the shop. The shop is where I really shine. We're going to learn out there some of the fluids, belts, and hoses underneath the hood of your vehicle. I'm going to also teach you about the brakes and about fuel. And to end the night, we'll talk about keeping the car's paint in great condition. So I want to talk a little bit about the brakes because I believe the second most important service you're going to do to your vehicle is service the brakes. Your number one thing you'll do to your Nissan to keep it in its best condition is regular maintenance and oil change. So let's make sure that we're being very clear about checking it. Again, if you need your oil checked or you need your tire pressures checked, you can come here anytime. There's no charge for something like that. Before you're about to go on a bit of a trip or a holiday, if you just want your oil checked and your tire pressures, come on by. Okay, there's no charge for that. It's like a pit stop, like NASCAR. How did you enjoy the show tonight?
I enjoyed it a lot.
Yes, and what kind of a vehicle do you drive?
I have an '08 Altima.
I think it was extremely informative. A lot of good information in order to maintain your car and be free of problems.
What was the thing you learned this evening that you appreciated the most? What did you take away?
Not to overfill.
The most beneficial, the most thing I take home with me, besides the cleaning tips and the driving tips, filling up the gas and overfilling it, because I do that quite often. I end up sitting there filling up the gas. You made it very good, and I love your presentation. It was very good flow, where I just learned not to overfill my gas tank.
It's everything that you said was really useful and functional as opposed to being something that's not practical.
Right.
I found that really helpful.
Thanks for speaking on camera.
You're very welcome.
That's good.
You get home safe.